Hey guys, we have one of the biggest updates in a long time coming to Forerunner. For those of you guys who don't know, in about a month it'll probably come to global. And I wanted to go over with you guys today. There's so much stuff. Lady Mina buff, which is actually very impactful. GvG changes that will hopefully make the mode actually bearable. As well as a lot of other things, a lot of buffs, a lot of tweaks. New Malrik map. There's a lot in this update and it's very exciting. So I want to go over it with you guys. I hope I sound okay. I am still on vacation, so I just got a laptop so I could make videos, and hopefully the microphone is not completely effed up. And if anything is weird, my apologies. Anyways, let's get right into it. I mean, yeah, I'm very excited. Anyways, let's start with the heroes and the artifacts. This is where we're going to find a lot of the hero buffs and changes. Starting with Talon, we're getting optimized descriptions, Torador, optimized description, Ezerith fixed an issue where BP calculation did not correctly account for attribute bonuses. Iovar, the Forest Sentinel, is getting actual changes, which is pretty cool. Before, he used to summon a flying sword every 4 seconds. There can be at least 12 at the same time. This is going to be the same. But instead, it's getting anti-air damage increases by 20%. Every extra allied marksman on the field increases the conjuring speed of flying swords. And when there's 2 marksmen, it used to be 4, now it's 2, the conjuring speed maxes out. So basically, anti-air damage is going to increase, allowing him to do more damage, be better in Gear 3 as well as anti-air and things like this, increasing his damage. Pelagius Codex, I mean, all of these things. And it's also going to make it so that he caps out a lot faster, so you don't need a full team of marksmen to reach his full potential, which is very good. We're also getting a skill adjustment to Lethal Blade Storm. Before, after an allied marksman casts their ultimate, gains a flying sword, which is the same. And the following 4 basic attacks now, instead of 3, is going to ignore an extra 50% defense. This is a very big buff, in my opinion, because honestly, I don't think Iovar did that little damage. Obviously, it's not going to amount to like a Lady A or a Silas, but now his damage is going to be even higher, which is very good. I know some people have complaints with how good he performs on his own, so this will remedy that. Moving on, we have the big buff, Lady Mina, which is something that was announced, but the details were not. So this is actually, in my opinion, a really good buff and takes a lot of things I recommended. Starting with the basic attack, which instead of doing 100% magic damage to one enemy, which made no sense, because, I mean, why would you want 2 different types of damage on a hero designed for Matrix, right? Makes absolutely 0 sense. Now it does 70% piercing physical damage to 3 enemies, which is going to replace the A3, which allows her to damage 3 enemies at once. And it's just adding to the main kit. These are 2 things I recommended the developers do. Now, for the talent, before the basic attack can inflict blood sigil for 2.5 seconds, the duration is doubled, and the slow is going to last for 3 seconds. Pretty much the same there. Every 5 basic attacks can trigger enhanced basic attack, dealing AoE piercing damage now to up to 5 enemies, which is the same, and inflicts blood sigil for, once again, double the duration. Now, the ultimate has increased this duration by 2 seconds. Another thing I said, because it doesn't get affected by attack interval, you either got to extend the duration or you got to make it so it does get affected by attack interval. So now you'll get 1 extra attack. If a 1, you'll get maybe 2 more attacks. Then we get to the awakening adjustments. The A3 used to hit 3 targets, which is now in the base kit. And when a basic attack deals damage to enemies inflicted with it, with the debuff, it restores HP equal to 2% of max HP. Now, instead, it's when it does damage to enemies inflicted with blood sigil, she restores HP. When the ultimate is not activated, it increases damage dealt by Lady Mina and the allied hero with the highest attack to targets inflicted with blood sigil by 12%. So it's going to make a different unit even stronger, which is good in my opinion. The artifact is getting changed as well. Upon the death of an enemy inflicted with the blood sigil, restores the hero's rage by 2%, can be triggered 1 time every 5 seconds. Now it's just enhanced basic attack, so every 5 basic attacks, it's going to restore that rage. And the attack seems to be more or less the same. Valeria, we are getting a skill adjustment, basic attack range expanded to within 2 tiles ahead. So this way, she is now a 2-tile fighter, which makes her actually viable behind a tank, for example. Ultimate before it did 120%, now it does 140%, which is good. And the A3 before ignores 20% enemies defense during the ultimate, now it's 30%. A4 is going to be changed to penetration, which is good. And the A5 during the ultimate, there's a chance to accumulate stacks of power, reach attack up to 12 stacks. Now it's going to be 70% up to 15 stacks. The artifact, which is, in my opinion, one of the worst artifacts in the game, is getting changed. During the ultimate for each attack belt, increases crit damage by 35%. This time it stacks up to 4 times. This effect expires after the ultimate ends, which is good. And we're getting another adjustment there. Now we get to account optimization. We are getting security lock, login device management. This enhances account security and protects your account from theft. Once enabled, any attempt to bind a new login method will require security verification. Do not share your security lock info with others to avoid any loss. This is an issue to some people, so it's good that it's there. One security lock email address cannot be bound to multiple accounts. Please bind it with an email address that you can use long term. Blah, blah, blah. You could read all of those. Those are just account security things. Now we get to another big thing in this update. We are finally getting the new Malrik Keystone. Well, once this comes to global, this is still just Forerunner. Keep that in mind. But this is something that was supposed to come, and then I think had some bugs, and they prolonged its introduction, and now they're actually releasing it. Players can use Molten Obsidian to challenge new Ultimate Trial challenges. In Titanic Runes Matrix 1, the Trial Keystone reward will be replaced by Molten Obsidian. They also reduced the difficulty of certain level 1 keystones, added background auto fight for Trial Keystones. This one is huge for me. You can select 10 keystones at a time, which is crazy. So if you have like 10 level 1s, just queue them all up and you could just have them in the background. I really like that. Special mark for Trial Keystones containing Diamond Gobble King or Doblin King. This is going to make it so that you don't need to actually look at the enemies to see if there's a Goblin King. Added a completion display to battle reward screen. Trial Keystone icons now display their remaining energy, which is cool. Quantity consumed for the current month will be directly displayed. So instead of you having to go to 150, I think this means that it's going to show you before. When the storage is full, ongoing auto fights in Gear Raid and Gear Dungeon will stop. I don't like that one very much, but hey, with background fights for Trial Keystones, you should be able to clear it. Optimized Bolt Destroy, added the display, and adjusted the rewards for certain mossy quartz. I hope that's a buff. Now we get to the Demon Soldier changes. GvG is really bad right now, I will say, as someone who does play it a lot. So I'm hoping this helps fix some things, which it should. We are getting a new Demon Soldier faction, which is going to be a survival-oriented faction with a numerical advantage through strong survivability and overwhelming. So what this reads is probably something like Swarms, but we won't know. Faction Lord coming, Countess Maria. I don't know if I said that right. Powerful survival-oriented demon captain that provides a strong survival environment for other soldiers. Also features an ultimate that can be manually released. Manually released demon soldier is kind of sick. Players can choose between the two forms of this demon captain before battle to counter the opponent's defensive team. Lord skill increases basic attributes of the team demon soldiers. Deploying it grants corresponding damage reduction effects to other deployed demon soldiers based on their form, lasting for a period of time. Very interesting. Then we also have some other demon soldiers like Baron Salem, possesses strong survivability and can enhance the survivability of other demon soldiers. Legendary demon soldier Skeleton Archer has the ability to counterattack and can deal direct damage to the first hero that attacks it. So maybe this is like kind of a variation of the Golden Guards that will kind of toss rocks in a way where most demon soldiers can't hit like that. Maybe this is a way that you could hit heroes that maybe are behind other things that shouldn't be targeted otherwise. Twisted Sycophant is a mob demon soldier with decent survivability. And then we're also getting some adjustments. Now, hopefully, these guys will be easier to get because of some changes I will get to very quickly. But basically, some changes are going to be like Adag's follower is going to have an extra basic attack range. No one cares. Infernal Clerics is going to give an extra damage increase effect. That's decent. Ice Vermin, Frost Canid get some extra stats, which I don't think will help that much. Then we're getting some things joining the Bloodspring faction, which is good. Captain Maw is basically, I'm just going to summarize this. Every single captain is getting different skill unlocks. So now all of the level 5 skills are level 3 skills. Now all of the level 7 skills are level 5 skills, and level 3 skills are going to be level 2. So if we look over here, if the pop-ups will stop, oh my goodness, get out of here. Okay, loading. That's great. It's a new laptop, right? So I have to download all this stuff. Maw specifically has a level 5 that looks potentially interesting. 15% extra attack. Not only that, Scalekin are going to have a new attack, which actually I've never seen anyone have because no one has level 5. That happens every 20 seconds. It's supposed to deal damage and inflict burning. This just can't be used, right? But now you can actually get it if you have a level 3 Scalekin. So if you farm a lot, you'll actually be able to use that. Same with stuff like this, right? We're getting different things for the new captains as well. This is something that will actually be attainable now, which is pretty interesting. Anyways, after that, we're getting class filters, we're getting different filter things, whatever, and we're getting some optimizations for BP stuff. But the main thing that's going to really shape up GvG, in my opinion, is this in the other section for some reason. First of all, we're getting adjustments to the Apex shop, lowering the exchange requirement for Lady A, going to Platinum 3. If you were barely getting enough Apex coins, you had to get to Overlord to redeem her, which obviously is very hard in the beginning of the month. So this way, you can actually get it through Plat 3. Added a Destiny Demon Chest and Mystery Demon Chest to the Apex shop exchange is how I'm reading this. We're also getting Molten Obsidian, which is for the new Keystones. We're getting a new gem, perfect to Darkfall gems. Upon use, it grants a significant boost to a piece of gear's primary attribute, can be attained from Molten Obsidian stages. So, this is going to be a better version of the Darkfall, which is amazing, right? Darkfalls roll very poorly, very often. Faction exclusive rings will now feature a wider variety of primary attributes, which is kind of cool. Improved Guild War rank rewards, added gem and soulstone shards, and the top 3 guilds can receive an animated avatar border. This is really nice. Okay, gems, soulstone shards are great because, to be honest, a lot of GvG players, as someone who has to recruit a lot, their main reason for not wanting to play GvG is not only because it's not great right now, not very fun, it's because there's no rewards. So now there's a kind of point to pushing really hard, and we'll actually get better rewards in soulstone shards, which is pretty cool. Improved rewards for single attacks is huge. We're getting more forges, added multiple attack team presets to the arena. This is huge. For example, in anti-air, a big one is for lower BP, I use an Iovar team with Dracula. And against higher BP, I have to use an Arbiter team or I literally lose off of that. So now you can actually have 2 different autos or multiple different autos, which is pretty sick. We're also getting a Demon Captain choice chest. Finally. As someone who has been playing for 2 years, now I know captains haven't been out that long. I don't have a single captain across any of my accounts. And I open a lot of chests, every chest that's available. And when you're fighting against guilds where they have 20 captains, meta captains, and you have like 4 of them, there's literally nothing you can do. And it's very frustrating. This not only makes Matrix something you want to push for other reasons, it's also just going to simply be a good thing because it adds more balance to GvG. The demon chests are garbage, to be honest. Avatar border effects are no longer displayed in the selection list of avatar border adjustment interface. Name, something coming. And then 2 new attribute bonuses for demon soldiers will be added to the Pantheon, which is pretty interesting. Anyways, what do I think of this update? I think there's a lot of things that are sorely needed. Lady Mina buff, huge, really good, right? Like, actually, with the new Northerners, she will be meta in Matrix again. Right now, she's like kind of in a weird spot where she's kind of good, kind of not. ILR changes I like. I'm a big fan. Valeria changes are sorely needed, even though she won't be super meta. Finally, Malrik Calls of Illusion are coming, which is good, and they are going to be obtainable in a unique way, and they're going to have better rewards, which I'm a big fan of. And then the demon changes, I'm actually a big fan of too. Balance changes, I would like them to take it a bit further, but the new demons seem interesting. But the main thing is the better rewards are huge with the soulstone shards, and I really, really like the new demon soldier changes or chest changes, because right now it just sucks. It sucks to be at the mercy of luck to essentially dictate if you win or lose, because a lot of defenses right now are only beatable with captains. And when you don't have enough captains, it's literally miserable. And if you don't have a captain, sometimes there's just really nothing you can hit reliably, right? So that just takes out a lot of the fun in GvG, and I like that they're actually adding them. So that's good. And that is all of the changes. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope the audio was bearable, and I'll see you all in the next one. Destined, signing out.